match for the Tigers, Indians, and Steven Strasburg. I love you guys, and welcome to an all-new edition of All Andy Alfred right here on Clay Fan 2-3. I am your host, Andrew Alfred, welcoming you into this very special post-game version of All Andy Alfred. We're taping this at about 5:26 this afternoon. The Indian game has just completed. We'll recap that game for you, and we will preview tonight's Tiger game against the New York Mets. But let's get into last night's action first. Detroit was a loser 5-0. Jeremy Bonnerman gets a loss. He goes to 3-5 with a 4.20 ERA. R.A. Dinkey gets the win. He goes to 6-0 with a 2.33 ERA. Jose Reyes homered for the Mets. No home runs for the Tigers in front of 35,045. Game time 2 hours and 25 minutes. Tonight, Armando Galarraga hits the hill. He is 2-1 with a 3.32 ERA, taking on Hideki Takashik, who's 6-2 with a 3.13 ERA. That game 7:10 on FSN Detroit. After tonight, they will head off on the road, go down to hot Atlanta, and they'll be playing the Atlanta Braves in a 3-game set to conclude the interleague play. The Indians, they lose a heartbreaker last night, 7-6 over the Philadelphia Phillies. Kerry Wood gets a loss. He goes to 1-3 with a 7.98 ERA. Romeo gets the win. He goes to 1-0 with a 2.51 ERA. Chu homered twice in the game, his 9th and 10th. Worth and Schneider homered in the game, and Jimmy Rollins had the walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th in front of 44,510. Game time 3 hours and 16 minutes. Today, pineapple. If you haven't heard pineapple before, I always say Dane Sardina's name is Pineapple. He got called up against today, basically. And he started today behind the dish and in front of, and wins the game 12-3. They had 5 runs in the 3rd inning, 5 runs in the 6th. It was no doubt that they were going to win the game. They lost today. The Tribe lost today 12-3. Kimona gets a loss. He goes to 6-6 with a 3.64 ERA. Brayton gets the win. He goes to 3-5 with a 6.53 ERA. Donald for the Tribe homered, his 2nd. And Pineapple, Dane Sardina, homered for the Phillies. Now, after today's game, the Tribe will hit on the plane and go down to Cincinnati to finish up the interleague series against the Cincinnati Reds. The last 3 games of the Ohio Cup. It'll be interesting to see who the starter will be Friday, and we'll preview both the Tiger games and the Indian games tomorrow on All Andy Alfred. We're doing 3 All Andy Alfreds tomorrow. We're doing the 2-parters like we always do on Fridays, previewing this weekend's matchups, and also the Mud Hens and the NHL. And then we're doing a special edition NHL Draft version of All Andy Alfred. Other scores in the major leagues yesterday: Cincinnati a winner 3-0 over Oakland, Florida 7, Baltimore 5, Minnesota 3, Montreal 5, Milwaukee 5, Seattle 1, Toronto 0, Boston 6, Colorado 8. The great Giambi homered in a walk-off fashion in the bottom of the 9th. San Diego 5, Tampa 4, Pittsburgh 3, Texas 13. The White Sox were a winner today, 2-0. Was it 2-0? Hold on, I'm getting a feed in here from one of the guys that I talk with. Well, yesterday they were a winner 4-2 over Atlanta. The Cubbies a loser 8-1 to Seattle. The Dodgers losing to the Anaheim Angels 2-1. Kansas City 1, Washington 0. Steven Strasburg gets his first loss of the season for the Washington Nationals, and getting that score up for you right now. Other scores in the major leagues that happened this afternoon for you. It's interesting. There was a lot of day baseball, but Tigers couldn't play this afternoon. I don't understand that, but they got to play tonight, and I think the squall line that hit Philadelphia is probably going to hit New York. Alright, here's your updated scores right now. As of course, like I said, Philadelphia winner 12-3 over the Indians. Milwaukee 5, Minnesota nothing. Houston 7, San Francisco 5. The White Sox are losers 2-0, and Tampa Bay beating up on San Diego 5-3. And right now on the top of the 7th, it's the Cubbies 1, Seattle 1. That game's still going on tonight. After the Mud Hens lost yesterday 7-4 over the Louisville Bats, tonight will be the final concluded game of the series before heading to Indianapolis, and these are big games for the Mud Hens. There will be Rick Porcello on the hill. He's making his first Mud Hen start. He'll take on Jerkin, who is 2-3 with a 4.14 ERA, and this is why these games are important. The Clippers are 43-40, first place. Toledo is 40-33, 3 games out. Indianapolis is 39-34, 4 games out. The Mud Hens lose tonight. They'll lose 3 of 4 from Louisville, the last place Bats. Then they got to go to Indianapolis to play 3. They need to win these games. Louisville is in last place. They're 34-39, 9 games out. How can you not win against the Louisville Bats? It doesn't make sense to me. Alright, let's cue it up. It's time for your World Cup update. Germany wins 1-0 yesterday over Ghana. Australia 2, Serbia 1. The defending champions of the World Cup, Italy, loses 3-2 to Slovakia today. Japan and Cameroon. The Netherlands were a winner today, and we'll see what happens. I've been getting a lot of heat for this horn, Zubuzela. It has a record 140 decibels to come out of this, which is about the average of a referee's whistle, which is really interesting. But I like this. I have it on my ringtone, so until the World Cup ends, you're going to hear me blow this horn all the time. And that is your World Cup update here on All Andy Alfred. Hedrick Zadine was the winner of the Hart Trophy last night. Duncan Keith, winner of the Norris Trophy. Miller, winner of Vezina. And Jimmy Howard, winner of the Calder Trophy. Past rookie, formerly won by Steve Mason. Dave Tibbett won the Jack Adams Award, and Martin St. Louis wins the Lady Bing Trophy. Trades have hit the Toledo Walleye. This afternoon, well, actually, we reported this on our Facebook profile that Dustin Byfuglien from the Chicago Blackhawks, they will trade to Atlanta. Dustin Byfuglien, Ben Eager, and Brad Sopel, and a prospect, Akeem Malou. The big defenseman that the Walleye got, it's now a Atlanta Thrasher. They get two good players and draft picks from Atlanta. And on tomorrow's show, we will feature on the special edition, All Andy Alfred, we're going to do all about draft. Taylor Hall on the front cover of the Hockey News magazine. This is a recommendation of the day to go out and get this. Do your research. And, the NBA draft is tonight, but the real sport comes out tomorrow with the NHL draft. And I'm starting to work on my board, and you'll see this board tomorrow with my draft picks, who I think will follow in order. Now let me just say this. The pick that Columbus is scheduled to pick will not be picked by me. And I'm telling you that right now. So stick with us, and you want me to show it? Oh, okay. There it is. That's all you're going to get to see. I'm Andrew Alfred. I hope you have a excellent night, and I hope you get out there and enjoy it, and go Tigers tonight as they take on the Mets and this concluding series. And remember, as always, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together, and especially with the teams behind me. Victory is sweetest when you have tasted defeat. I'm going to keep tooting my horn, and I'll see you tomorrow.